Andrew, Aussie dollar 74 cents in the dollar. Where do you think it's going in the on a 3 to 5 year view?
Yeah, so we certainly think that I guess has become as a fairly consensus view that you know the Australian dollar can go a lot lower, and we really genuinely think that remains the case. And it really just comes down to competitiveness. That when we look particularly at labour costs across a range of industries, Australia just isn't competitive now, particularly with other developed markets, developed economies like Japan or Europe, the US. So we really think there's a lot more room for it to go lower. What I would caution though is that there are some positives remain. We're still one of the few developed economies which hasn't seen our central bank print money in response to a housing or banking crisis. So that is in our favour. And the very fact that, as I said, there are now many people who want to predict that the currency is going a lot lower would tend to make one cautious. Whenever you see that, you know that as investors we're all getting into the one position. So I suspect at some point here we will actually, in the shorter term, not that such predictions are worth that much, but I think there's a very real chance that the Aussie dollar will actually go significantly higher before we actually see a further depreciation. And what might cause that? I think simply any set of events that make people less concerned about the prospects in China, that the place will not have a very sort of nasty or depression-like downturn, but it actually will come through this safely, or indeed any sense that Europe is in a better position. That general view of global growth, I think, will make people more comfortable owning the Australian dollar in a short-term sense.
And in a medium-term sense, still comfortable that
we still
trend
think
is down.
And certainly we think Australian investors, while they may have a little more exposure to offshore markets today than they have had, we still think that there's many people who are sitting there going, oh well, the Aussie dollar's already fallen a long way, that's probably over. And what we would think is, no, medium to longer term, there's some way to go yet.
Andrew, thanks for your thoughts. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you.